Ladies and gentlemen, Rocky family, welcome back to Food Plot Chronicles number 8. This is the end of the road for Food Plot Chronicles. This is the last episode. No, no way. Dude, relax. That means hunting season's here. We're just getting started. Man, I was nervous that it was really over. Ladies and gentlemen, we are taking you on a tour of the food plots today. We are gonna be removing the fences around the beans. We're gonna be putting up some tree stands, and we are gonna be doing our last final prep to get ready for the New York bow season. This is some exciting stuff. You know me, let's not talk about it. Let's just get after it. Ladies and gentlemen, Food Plot Chronicles number 8. This is nuts. We just got back from North Dakota, got a tag filled, super pumped about that, but even more pumped right now about this big time borderline. This is the shit. I mean, it is insane, spaced out perfectly, gives us this blockage because we have one of our main food plots right on the other side of this little hedgerow here. And once the leaves fall, you could see right through it. This is gonna allow us to get in and out. It goes all the way the length of the back side of this field. Unbelievable. Already fired up. Haven't even been into the beans and the corn yet. This is just freaking nuts. First of all, look at the browse pressure outside of the fence. I got my mind's going a mile a minute right now. We got turnips, okay? The big time blend out here, outside of the field, turnips. Come into the field, you're into the turnips. Then you get to the first cut, what I call the fringe, okay? This is where we let them mow the beans down. Look at this. All these, like most of the leaves are taken off, but these still have pods on them. So outside of the fence, grew up and still good. And then you got inside the fence, which they've already destroyed. But inside this fence, it's insane. Like, look at how tall these beans are. This is like upper hip level. They're all potted up. I mean, you get towards the bottom, look at these pods. There's a lot of food in this field for the late season, and that is freaking money. The corn is huge. We haven't even gotten to the best beans yet, but my mission today is to get this fence down, and I can already see that is going to be hellish. It's going to be hellish. But taking the fence down, wheeling it all up, like there's some stuff, some wire that is way down low. Nonetheless, trying to get this fence removed, taken out, and back home, and we're opening the floodgates so the deer can start to browse. I mean, there's spots in this field where you're not going to be able to shoot a deer with a bow if he's standing in these beans. They're too tall. It's freaking insane. Well, I got all the strands out, both wires, fences, and the tape fence. Got them all nice and organized for Dino. Last year we had a couple birds' nests, and I think it took Dean longer to untangle it all and wrap it all back up than it did for us to actually put up the fence. So we're not doing that this year. Got it organized. Now I got to go around, take all these poles out. I actually loosened each one as I was going around and taking off the bottom part of the fence. So I should just be able to grab them, try and take as least amount of trips as I can around here, and hell, should be done in a jiffy, I hope. Well, just got done pulling one fence, and now it's time to go hang a stand. It's very windy today. We got the noise at our advantage. It's gonna rain for sure. It's gonna rain later, but it might rain a little bit while we're doing this, which is fine. Got another ratchet, which is great. We might try and hang 2 stands, and if we do that, just start gyrating right now, because it'll be great. But we got to get back in here because this is a spot where we're getting close to their bed. It's a little bit risky early season, but it's also where the cameras are telling us to hunt. This tree will allow us to see up into this woods a little bit more, which is good because that's kind of our exit strategy to get out, is to right up that way and boogie on out. But we'll definitely have some trimming to do. Just you can see the plot out here. This has been their first area that they've hit most nights, so you want to be able to shoot it. But we'll see what we can do. What are you gonna do? The sticks or the? Yeah, but you're right. Well, Diener just hung this stand. And it is pretty nice. You can see behind me. This is the plot we want to see. We can almost see all of it. Shoot a couple good chunks of it. It doesn't look like much, but when you're sitting up here, you got a lot more than you bargained for, I bet. The ambush. This spot is money. And you probably can't hear me very well because it's windy right in the face. It's deer and then back on the other side of this plot. So this is the perfect day to come in here and do this. It was supposed to be raining, but we'll take that with the wind. High wind, and we're supposed to get thunderstorms tonight, so it'll come through here, wash our scent out of this spot. We'll be in the money. Dino's hanging tree stand number 2. This is an awesome spot. You gotta check this deer trail out. So obviously, this old logging road right here is perfect for travel, but look at this trail coming out of here. Going right down into the thick, and actually going down into the swamp, and we've got 2 other food plots on the other side of that. You can kind of see a little opening through here where we planted some no-till in there, but we got these bucks coming out and they're working this corner right here. This pine is perfect. I mean, you're gonna stay completely concealed up there, and especially for the rut when they're traveling from big woods to thicket, this is gonna be money. So number 2 of the day, 1 fence pulled. We're making some serious headway. Serious headway. Yeah. Yeah, man, I love the spot. Just need some trimming. Can I get up there? Not really. Oh, we're getting daylight, cuz. This doe has gone back to just normally feeding. She's right there. And she's literally just feeding right now. And we're doing this. Hell yeah.
You almost could tuck yourself in that corner, leave this one more like this.
Right.
And that one, that friggin' tree's right here anyway. You can't see anything. Might have to trim that thing actually.
Yeah, probably want to trim a few of these higher branches just so at least you can see that way.
You look behind you and you're like, oh my god. Green field. This is a ridiculous location.
Yeah, this is in the heart of it all, pretty much. But this is a hell of a little bow sniping spot now that it's Snipe a bull.
That's the longest spot.
No, now? Oh yeah. All right, you guys, well, it is next day. Food Plot Chronicles number 8, still in session. We are at the other bean plot, what we call our front field, and this is nuts too. I mean, look at the turnips outside of the fence. It's insane how much food is in this field. These beans are chest high in the middle. I mean, they're chest high, and I mean, the deer are absolutely destroying the fence, the beans around it. You can see all this, and these beans are just starting to pot up. And you can see with these Eagle Seed beans, they're made so that they can withstand browse pressure, and they actually thrive off of the browse pressure. You could, like, all of these are new leaves that are sprouting because the old ones have been nipped off. And you can, I mean, you could see the whole field. You could see the dark green leaves lower, but as these things are getting browsed on, they just keep growing. It's nuts. I mean, it's almost to the point where in the middle, the field is a little bit too high, because with a bow, the deer are going to be submerged in the beans right here. You're not going to be able to see them from the blind up there. So nonetheless, I'm here to take out this fence, lift the floodgates, and open it up to full-on dining hall session. Eat all day, every day, whenever you want, no problem. The gates are open. Come and eat. Come one, come all, and come hungry, because there's a lot here. Beans, turnips all along the backside, turnips all along the far right side and in the front. I mean, I can't even imagine what this plot looks like from the sky. Pray for another week and a half to 2 weeks probably of warmer weather, just no frost, because there's pods that are popping up on these Eagle Seed beans, and especially down lower, they're really starting to pop. So if these can fill up with pods, man, we'll be in the money for late season. This spot will be an all year around spot. This is already just a high deer density traffic area. It's not far from the road, as you can tell. You could probably hear the cars going, but I'm pumped. This is what Food Plot Chronicles is all about. It's been years and years of a learning process for us, and we finally are really starting to feel like we're getting it dialed in. I mean, we started literally weed whacking paths in this field, and then we had a little, like, 44-inch tow behind four-wheeler little brush hog that we would just mow this field with, and it was about half the size, but we would mow it just so there was some open grass where the deer could feed. And now, I mean, it's probably an acre and a half of just full-fledged food, and that's awesome. But that's the evolution of Food Plot Chronicles. I really don't even know what to say. There are beans everywhere. Literally, the beans are chest high in some of the spots of these fields. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see deer when they're in the field and feeding. I guess that's a good problem to have. I don't really know yet. Thank you guys once again for following along on this food plot journey with us. Over the last 6 or 7 years, this food plot journey has gotten better and better every year. We've upgraded equipment. We're starting to know what the heck we're doing. And our food plots, quite honestly, are looking phenomenal. And the deer density, the amount of deer, and the number of good bucks are here to show for it. Now we get to reap the rewards of our hard work. It's October and bow season is here. So please, if you like this content, follow along on our YouTube channel, follow along on Facebook and Instagram for our short updates. And hey, we'll see you right back here next year for another season of Food Plot Chronicles.